Yo, 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 yo. Hello, day number 6. I'm Brian Clover. This is Hockey Now Network's Watching Together. Day 6 of 9. This is the last of the round 3 games are happening. Well, no, I guess round 3 game tonight, Toronto and Columbus, and we got game 3 right now, Vancouver and Minnesota, 0-0, starting to get chippy. Just had, I think it was Ryan Hartman that went in for not like a bad hit on Elias Pettersson, but it wasn't a very fast hit. It was still kind of like a hit from behind right along the boards, but like I said, it wasn't like a really heavy hit. It was just, it was enough to get the rest of the Canucks riled up, and then Hartman started pounding away at someone. He's not on the ice right now, though. Went to the locker room. So we are here today talking about Game 2 in the seeding round, the round robin. It'll be the Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, listen, if the Washington Capitals... Well, I know. I'm trying to figure out clinch scenarios, like for the Lightning, because they have 2 wins so far. But I guess even if the Flyers lose today, the Lightning could lose their last game and then tie with points with, well, I mean, I guess someone's got to figure out the clinching scenarios for me today, if you don't mind. I'm going to throw up the other game that we're watching as we speak until we wait for 4 o'clock here, which it is 4 o'clock. I should probably check out, Brian. Why don't you find where the game is going to be on so you can follow along? That's what watching together is all about. Wild night last night with, hey, Jamie, thanks for jumping on. Our Rangers, not so good, huh? Womp, womp. Womp, womp. Wild night last night with Edmonton and Chicago. I was following along with alerts. I think the guys kind of called me out. I was playing some games last night when we were done with the stream. It's just it's a ton amount of hockey. It was a bad hit, Walt. I mean, I think the only thing for me is that it didn't look like it was a very fast hit. Like it wasn't like a big crunch. He was obviously, Pettersson wasn't able to protect himself in that hit. Here it is right here. I'm watching it again. No, that's another one. Times Canucks hit defense today. Times hit Canucks defense. I don't know what kind of stat that is. That's coming from Sportsnet. So I didn't watch the Hawks and Oilers last night, but the Hawks, like the Canadians, are on the brink of like removing a team that a lot of people expected a lot of things from. Probably expected more from the Oilers than from the Penguins, but nonetheless, Penguins fans today are all about whether or not this is the swan song from Mike Sullivan and GMJR and blah, blah, blah. So that's something to take a look at. What's up, Brother Byrne? I think that's what we're going to call you, if that's okay, Brother Byrne. 12 seed mania, dude. I'm telling you, all of a sudden the Montreal Canadiens, I saw a stat today, they lost to the Red Wings like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times this year. They went on 2 separate 8-game losing streaks, and now they're on the brink of eliminating Pittsburgh. So yeah, that's what I saw too, Walt. I get that, and you got to shut that down. So I mean, if a player makes a hit like that and somebody comes at him, he's got to answer the bell, right? Let's talk about the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's at Hockey Now Net. The Twitch page is at Hockey Now Network, and that's the page we're trying to get that following up on. A great day yesterday. Thank you for everybody for streaming over there, getting our numbers up, and then becoming an affiliate, and then eventually, I like our group right where we are right now. We got an awesome group of guys that jump on. Sil and Ron. And Pete has jumped on, and just Walt and all the guys that have jumped on so far. I love it. And I mean, I hope I speak for all of us, but we want to get more hockey fans in here. We want to talk to as many people as we possibly can. So we got to get these numbers up, and it's just the way the algorithms work. It's all technology. So, the game today, I think Brother Byrne put some stuff up. Carlson out again for the Caps. Gudas draws in again. Travis Boyd in for the soon-to-be daddy of 2, Lars Eller. Yeah, Lars Eller left the bubble. So, also found out, thank you, Don, for sending me, Don Money sends me links and information that's super helpful to jump in here with. But he sent me the article from the New York Post this morning explaining what happened with Igor Shesterkin. I guess he tweaked a groin, if I remember reading correctly. I was in the waiting room at the doctor's office. I don't have COVID. Just had to follow up for blood work regular. And I'm really good, actually. So sugar's a little higher, but I been drinking more soda since this games have started. Anyway, we don't need to talk about my health. We can talk about this article that Don sent me from the New York Post. Shesterkin had like a pulled groin, and he tweaked it during the exhibition game against the Islanders. So that set him back. He wasn't good enough to play. Tony DeAngelo had a hamstring issue. So, even if they were 100%, the team had a lot to do, but they're starting to get answers there. What is Tom Wilson doing? He's like swinging his stick around. He just chopped down TJ Oshie on screen. Another pretty epic thing. Let me just flash this up on the screen because where is it here? Let me go to desk. I think it's on my desktop. Yeah, there it is. So Edmonton is, pretty well known for their 50-50 games. I'll tell you what, all the Canadians are big on their 50-50, even like when the Habs or Maple Leafs or Canucks or Flames are in South Florida or anywhere down here where they do 50-50, the pot is always huge. So I guess they're doing a virtual pot, and it was $5.4 million. $5.4 million. And somebody last night hit that for $2.7 million. Not a bad night if you're good consolation prize if the Oilers get removed, but you probably would pay that much to have them find some success with all the things that they get. Walt, was that something that everybody took part in, or is that just an Oilers thing? I don't know. I guess you could play it no matter where you were. Wilson and Oshie have plenty of interesting pregame rituals, including the old cup. Well, got to make sure you're protecting the boys, right? Tonight, we're going to watch the Columbus Blue Jackets and Toronto Maple Leafs. That's an 8:00 game. And Jeff Ning will join us again. I asked him yesterday, Jeff, how do you follow up jumping in the pool after every Toronto Maple Leafs goal the other night? And he said, I'm going to tell you what he said in quotes. He said, where's my text? So how do you follow up jumping in the pool after every goal? He said, you don't. You keep doing the same thing. Superstition, man. So look for Jeff Ning to join the stream tonight from his patio. He should be watching from his patio. And he'll jump in the pool at every goal. It was funny the other night seeing that. What are you looking for today? Flyers and Caps. Again, Flyers showed up when they played their game against the Bruins. Caps obviously went to overtime in their first one with the Lightning, and both teams. Well, more the Caps. I give the experience to the Caps. So yeah. We were watching so much hockey that I'm losing track of who should be doing what and where and when and how and all of those things. But obviously, Brian, the Flyers need to win. That's the long and short of it. They need to win. I think if this team, who great hockey coach in Alain Vigneault, knows how to get his team ready, plays a certain kind of game. I think it's the right game for the Flyers to be playing right now. But you don't want to start accumulating losses with a young team or with the youth on the team, because they're not really a young team, are they? Let me pull up their game center here, because let's go down their list. They have a lot of guys with experience. Maybe, not a ton of, I don't want to say not a ton of success, because they have had the success, but they, let's see. Sean Couturier, Claude Giroux, obviously, Kevin Hayes, Jacob Voracek, James Van Riemsdyk, Nate Thompson. So, Raffle, there's plenty of experience there. But the younger kids, they, it's all Carter Hart, isn't it? It's all Carter Hart. And you don't really have to worry when he's back there, because the kid knows how to play. But you're right, Brian. That's exactly what it is. Young in key positions. Even the guys, Gostis, Bear, and Provorov, they're not young anymore. They've been in the league for how long? And they've been playing at a high level for how long? So we're just about ready to go here. We'll keep the other game up while it is still happening. Let me flip back over to that. But actually, before we drop the puck, my young nephew Andrew has one word of advice for you. That's not it. That's music. Come on, Andrew.
Hit that subscribe button.
There you go.
Smash that like button and do that.
Get ready to drop the puck here. I'm watching NBC Sports Network. Hopefully you're doing the same. Puck is down, and we are underway in Toronto. Caps and Flyers, and there it is. 7 seconds in, and we've got an icing. There's a few things. Death, taxes, and icing within 10 seconds of an opening faceoff in a hockey game. We all know that. Don't forget, if you want to join the stream, you're more than welcome to. I'll take you guys in on the second period like we've been the last couple of days. Give me a couple minutes to get myself together and figure out, get myself in my groove, if you will. I've got 1944, 43, 42, 41, 1940 on the clock, and they're showing the Flyers forwards. Were the Caps the home team against the Lightning the other day? I can't recall. I should look. I have it right here. It was... They were the away team again. So they've been the away team for two of these games. They'll be the home team on Sunday against the Bruins, as they'll be continuing to jockey for position in the round robin round. That's why I call it the seeding round, because round robin round is just too repetitive for me. Caps keeping it in, throw it towards the net, and Kuzi's got it behind there. He's played by Provorov. Too soon to tell the pace of the game. It's still very early, but we'll get there. Yep, thanks for confirming that, Brother Byrne. Where's Ron? Is Ron going to jump on? I mean, I know I said I'm going to wait off till the second period, but I haven't seen him yet. I haven't heard from him. I think he's working, but we'll get him. I also, if you notice, I'm wearing the Quebec Nordiques hat, that Quebecois. I've got a jersey to pull out later on today. You know, I've really enjoyed that element of the whole thing. Not just the hockey stories with everybody, but it's been cool to see the different sweaters that all you guys have and just kind of do like a sweater swap. And like what I'd love to do is even for Monday. Well, Monday we're going to take a day off. We're going to take a day off. I think every time I kept thinking maybe we'll do something Monday, my wife's like, "No, we're going to take a day off on Monday." So, but beyond that, I'd love to do a stream like a sweater story stream and just let you have the cam and just show off some of your sweaters and the stories behind them. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing. I always thought that was an idea I wanted to bring to hockey down here, just like a sweater swap or just a random jersey night. Come to the game and wear whatever hockey jersey you have, something random, and just try to share the stories. Because Monday is the draft lottery. So, maybe we'll jump on for the draft lottery. That won't be a long broadcast. That'll just be a quickie in and out, maybe. Live commentary is always fun. I'm starting as I'm trying to learn Twitch. I started poking around on Twitch, and no, we'll do draft. We'll do a draft lottery. We'll do a draft lottery show, Don. We'll do it. It won't be a long one because I am going to take some time to get things done on Monday. My wife and I haven't had dinner at our dinner table in a couple of days. Even the Taco Bell is scarfed down at the counter. Just the way it goes, though, right? Hey, share the feed, won't you? I know it's early. People are still at work, so we kind of start off slow, but here we are nonetheless watching hockey together. I've got 17, 14, 13, and they're showing Provorov. They always do that. I think they're watching. "17 minutes on the clock on my mark. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 16:50 on the clock. We're watching together. And we got 1-0 in the Canucks game. Canucks Wild 1-0. We have another opportunity for an elimination tonight. That's is that Winnipeg, Calgary, I believe. Yeah, Winnipeg, Calgary. Calgary can eliminate the Jets tonight. That'd be a heartbreaker for them. But Calgary also looking to avenge some of their demons from last season, that postseason success they weren't able to get. It was such a weird offseason last year with all those eliminations and just the curveballs when it came to the winning and losing. Yeah, I know. There's definitely snacks. Last night I went to town on the fudge-covered animal crackers on my couch, but I actually didn't play as late because I had a doctor appointment earlier this morning. So I was following. I wanted to flip over and see the last couple of minutes, and then hoping to get overtime in that game last night, Hawks Oilers. And man, I saw somebody posted on in our hockey group about how the Oilers are just going to let McDavid's career just squander, and then chance maybe for the Caps here. They're moving the puck around. Some good pace so far. I'll say that. It's been back and forth. Got a puck up high there, or a stick up high. Is that Voracek that went down? I could see that red hair. You could see that red hair from a mile away. What were we talking about? The Oilers with McDavid. I think it's too soon to say that they're squandering his career. Him and Leon are good to grow around, but what are you going to put around him? And at one point, I don't think the Oilers are chomping at the bit. And this isn't 1989 when it's like, a big deal for Wayne Gretzky to come to LA. Let me get rid of that sync graphic. Sorry about that. It's not like, they're trying to stay relevant in the headlines, or, ESPN's dying for a big story, which, he took a stick right upstairs. Didn't seem intentional, but it still was up top. Kempney. He went to play the puck and just played his face instead. Ouch. It's not funny. 16:04 here. The clock is stopped. How could this be interesting, watching a hockey game? Well, it's interesting because you take part in it as well. You can send your comments in. You want to have you want to get a voice message, you can send it into the Facebook page, or we can figure out other ways for you to communicate. But it's cool. Put the game on your TV, and then once more guys get on screen, it's a little more interesting. I understand. Nobody wants to hear me talk. Who wants to look here, talk here, listen to you? But anyway, watch the game on your TV. That's the point here, and then pull up the feed on your phone or your laptop and just kind of watch them together. Clever name, huh? It's 4-on-4 here. Maybe some retaliation after the high stick. I didn't see what the exact calls were. I'm watching both screens. I'm looking at the Nucks here. We got 1-0. And is it a 5-on-3? Is that what you're saying, Walt? They considered a follow-through. Yeah, the puck's kind of bouncing. Is this the first game of the day? What happened to that noon game? What happened to Rangers Jackets game 4? Womp womp. I woke up this morning at like 11. Well, I didn't wake up at 11. I woke up at like 9:30 to go to my doctor's appointment. I was sitting there and frantic. I'm like, hope I get home in time for the noon game. There is not one. There is not one. See if I can I want some Flyer fans on here. Ian is at a show in South Florida. Ian watched some of the third period with me the other night. But, there you are, Robbie. You're working, but you're in your sweater. That's all good. When you can, you'll jump on. I sure hope so. Coming up on 15 minutes left here in the first period. A steal and a stoppage of play. Tom Wilson nearly on a breakout. It's still not like a player like him. It's weird to see him out there on a 4-on-4. You wouldn't think of that, but it looks like he's going to the box. So we got a 4-on-3 here. Siri is suggesting that I watch the Hockey Now Network stream on Twitch, and I'm going to do that. Anything to pad my numbers. Put it on there, if you will. I could really use the help on the Twitch, and I appreciate everyone. I appreciate Don, you starting the Twitch account, and all you guys that are supporting the show, the stream over there. I'm going to call it a streamer show. Flyers got the 4-on-3 here, and they're looking to move the puck around. And it's out of, oh, no, stopped in by Provorov. Backstrom deflects it. It goes into the corner, and the Flyers are cycling. Provorov gets it back. Gets it over to Giroux, who's at the top of the circle. He's looking to make a shot, but there's someone in the lane there. Trying to move it around. This is where, oh, there, that's the pass. Oh, they tried to tic-tac-toe, and the Caps can clear the zone. Nice kill. Nice kill. Thanks, B. I feel like that's where this is going to work big, you know? Like, I'm not going to neglect the YouTube or the Facebook. I think Facebook has the big audience. YouTube has the genuine kind of video folks, but Twitch is more the younger kind of just watching a dude play video games or watching a dude or girl do anything. Giroux with a shot, wide. No cycle around to Couturier. Caps clear. 45 seconds left for the Flyers here on the power play. 13:40 on the clock. Flyers are trying to get themselves together before the rush, and here they go, moving it down the ice. Hayes moves it over center, and they're in the zone. Good D from the Caps there to clog them up, but Flyers got the puck back. Hazy's got it. Hazy, don't call him that, Brian. He's not on the Rangers anymore. You can't use nicknames. Big shot, but it's knocked down, and the Caps clear. This looks like it'll clear the power play unless the Flyers can get the puck up there just one quick time. Yeah, Elliott's in goal, so you don't have to worry about Carter Hart. Definitely looking like the, whoa, ooh, some ping-ponging over there, but the puck's back out. We've talked about this a bunch, though, right? That these games are kind of treated like a little bit of a preseason feel-out for these seeding round teams. So not important for Carter Hart to play every game, probably play game 1, game 3, and then be the number 1 guy going into the quarterfinal rounds, which will start on August 11th. That's Tuesday. Why do they show commercials? I gotta watch my sugar. This is a Pepsi Zero. I mean, I need my caffeine. I'm trying to wean myself off the high octane stuff. But why they got to show peanut butter cups on TV? Advertising works on this guy. We were talking about that. We were talking about that with McDonald's when Big Mac was in here the other night. Big Mac was in the stream. We were talking about how just seeing a picture of a Big Mac is enough to make me want to eat a Big Mac. And now, thank God my wife already did an Instacart call for today, because otherwise I would ask her to add some peanut butter cups to that list. We got a commercial timeout here. End of the second, Canucks and Wild. Canucks have a 1-0 lead. That is a game 3. So the winner will put their opponent on the brink for the next game. Helping you with the simple math there. There's some other games today as well. Lots of other games today. Lots of things happening. No, so Don, I right. I mean, looking at the Spittin' Chicklets guys, you know, wearing the Amsterdam vodka sweaters, maybe I'll take a screwdriver. You know, I thought about that for the third period of Ranger game. I was like, if they're losing, I'm going to start drinking on camera, but I don't want to go doing that. That's not me. Okay, so Nucks Wild are 1-0. That's a game 3. 6:30 today. Golden Knights and Blues. That's also a round robin seeding game tonight. Leafs and Jackets game 3. That series is tied at 1. Jeff Ning should be jumping on with us for that one. And then Flames Jets tonight. That'll be an elimination game for the Flames. If they win it, they're up 2-1 in their series over the Jets. So we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Dylan has stick between lines, push fly now. Yeah. It's tough. Are they showing the replay of this? Are they showing the replay or am I frozen? I hope I'm not. I don't think I'm frozen. No, I'm not frozen. Yeah, they were showing a replay and they started on it, so that's what that was. Flyers power play back at it once again. Dylan in the box. 2 minutes for tripping. He is feeling the shame. I should pull some of the slap shots things, right? Konechny moves it down into the corner. Giroux is cycling around with it. He'll throw it back down into the corner to Konechny. Goes back to Giroux, who's at the point he lost it, but he was able to recover, and they get it down. Caps clear the zone. 1:25 left in the power play, 12:06 in the period. We're watching together on Hockey Now Network live streams.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Don't forget to share. Share, share, share. If you could share it with one person today, that would make my day. If you share it with two people, that you make 2 days for me. Flyers looking to take the zone back. Konechny has the puck. He goes down into the corner, gets it behind the net, and it comes back around. Voracek shovels it out. Provorov gets it, and he gets it back to Voracek. Giroux's got it. He's got a lane. Puts a shot on, but it's put aside by Braden Oltby. 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 I love having Sil on the stream with us. I love the French Canadian accent is more hockey than anything else to me. Like, it's synonymous one with the next. I think that's why I'm wearing my Quebec hat today. Flyers are trying to make something of it. Otherwise, they have now squandered 2 power plays. But he tried to flip it over the defender, but it went a little too far. Let's see what happens here. No, Caps will clear it, and that'll clear that penalty. Nice. Nice for the Caps. Not what you want to see from the Flyers, though. 2 power plays early within the first 10 minutes, and they couldn't make anything of it, but it is still early, as I said. Other than, like, in the first couple minutes, there hasn't been a whole lot of generation from the Caps either, so they've been put on their back foot by the Flyers, but that's what a power play will do, right? Ooh, good play with the skate there, Kuz. The shot comes on net. Elliott steers that away. Hmm. 10 minutes in the period. 10 minutes in the first period left. 57, 56, 55. Caps and dumb minor penalties. Name a more iconic duo. Hope he's got it in his glove. Leading the league in minor penalties is not a good strategy. You're right. You're right about that. Much rather have him go the other way, get Ovi in his office, and start stacking up goals, right? Don sent me something else. Let me see if I could find that real quick. Let's see. Oh, Nick Ritchie with the tooth. I only saw the headline. I saw a couple people post this story, but Bruins forward Nick Ritchie combined with a teammate to board Lightning forward Ryan McDonough into the glass at the end of the second period. I remember that, the sandwich, we talked about that. McDonough didn't appreciate it, so he got up and punched him in the mouth. The tooth fell out. And then it looks like he oh my God, they went out and they found the tooth in the ice in the second intermission. Come on, dude. We don't need your alerts here, all right? Oh, Jay just sent me a picture of the Belmont Arena wow, that looks great. UBS Arena, where the Islanders will play. Kind of excited to see that. I know that New York, like, part of the discussion with that is whether or not the New York area needed to have another venue, but I mean, yeah, they did, because Barclays Center is not a hockey venue. And if you've got 3 hockey teams, you need to have 3 hockey venues. Where else are they going to play? NYCB is beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous outside there. It looks awesome. I think we drove by that. Yeah, I made sure to drive by that when we were on the island last time. But still not big enough arena for the league. The league demands. So you had to have another arena there. And Barclays is a nice place. Probably awesome for a concert. Probably awesome for, well, Nets basketball hasn't exactly been the most riveting thing in the last couple of years, but probably really cool to see basketball there or a concert. But for hockey, it just did not do the trick. Not at all. Puck's getting ready to drop back here. 9:43 on the clock. I'll let you know the puck's on the ice. Hayes goes in on WASvPHI for face-off, and puck is down. We're at 42, 41, 9:40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, and 9:30. We are in sync. I've been trying not to say we are in sync. We are synced up. That's crazy that he was able to find the tooth. Shawnee, my friend I was telling you about yesterday, the Avs fan, she said, 0.01 seconds left on the clock and Avs score. People who don't follow hockey have no idea what they're missing. Thank you, Shawnee. I appreciate you liking the feed and liking the podcast. We haven't done a podcast for a minute. It's just basically been the live feeds. I found... I was telling my wife last night that I find it easier to talk hockey while I'm watching it. I'm not like, I like doing things in the moment. I feel like I'm collected enough to, and my reactionary things are usually what I enjoy. I like being reactionary to things. So, like a couple of years ago, I tried to do stand-up comedy when I was in radio. I'm like, oh, you're natural. You could do it. Your commentary is so funny. But when you do stand-up comedy, you have to recreate your thoughts and your imagination and your whole dialogue. And I'm not real good at trying to replicate those initial thoughts and humor and emotions. So I'm actually really enjoying this a lot more than I am the podcast. 6:30 in the afternoon for a half an hour once a week on a sports station that doesn't talk hockey, and I get 22 whole minutes. Nah, it's all good. I'd rather do this. We got a whistle, 8:34 here. No score, but been entertaining. I mean, it hasn't been bad. We've seen worse hockey games. But 8:34 on the clock right now. You have to give us a heads up, Walt, when the Canucks and Wild get back on the ice there for their third period. $8:25 I have on my clock. Caps are trying to get something going for themselves. Ooh, big hit. And a big follow through. That's unnecessary. That's got to be a penalty. That's just ridiculous. That's goonery. Goonery. Not that is a word or not, but goonery works. Someone going to the box? Am I going to hit my power play sound effect? Maybe not. That might have just been a good hit. It's that follow through and the cross check in the back. That's unnecessary. You already hit him. Big solid hit. You knocked the guy backwards. Just flat out. Ridiculous. No penalties on the play, though. I don't know. I have no idea how that's not a penalty. Yeah, it was a great hit, though, Walt. It was just that follow-through. I had no problem with the hit. It was the follow-through. Tom Wilson gets it over to Ovi, who is looking for a play. He just gets it across the ice here, and they're starting the cycle. Ovi's got it. Ooh. Just goes right through the slot. Nothing there. Kuzi's got it at the blue line. Back to Ovi, and nope. Through the slot and back out. Yeah, it was offsides. I could have called that. Well, I did call that. Yeah, I wasn't fond of that hit from behind. It's just an unnecessary play, and I know the puck, the forward momentum of the puck was going towards the player and under the player, but still, you got to have restraint in that case. And I'm sorry, but the officiating for the round robin games these are still, they're not elimination games, so I don't consider these. I mean, I don't consider them playoff games, but I don't know. This is all still so new. I don't really know how I feel about it, to be completely honest with you. So far, I really like this. I like the format. Something we'll talk. I want to talk about this later when the guys jump on. But oh, that's a Flyers goal. Does Braden Holtby still follow the beat of water like he squirts the water bottle up? I didn't see that. But that Flyers forecheck gets in there. Kevin Hayes with a turnover, puts it right in front. Wow. That was a great goal. I looked away for a second, so I didn't see it. But that was Konechny. What a pass. Lawton right in the slot. That was a great play. I'll tell you, man, Flyers are definitely bringing it. Definitely bringing it. That's another part of it. Holtby with that overplay. Yep, that was a bad turnover for sure. Yeah, where's Ron, dude? Brother Byrne, where is Ron? We need to get him. We need to get him involved here sooner than later. Second period, I want Ron in here. I still want to. I'm going to be on the search for a Flyers fan. My Flyers guys are working or not around. There's got to be I got to know a Flyers fan that wants to come on. Though I try to limit my interaction with Flyer fans. Just kidding. So like I was saying, I was thinking about something earlier that I want to talk to you guys about. But what's crazy to me is that when I started following hockey, and so I was born in 81. So, whatever year it was, late 80s, early 90s. Before the expansion era, the second expansion era, there was only 21 teams in the league. In the playoffs right now are 24 teams in this tournament. So, like, every team would have made the tournament back then. There's something there. Like, there's some kind of conversation I want to have about that, whether or not you like this or not. Because if I'm not mistaken, back then, out of the 21 teams, there were the four divisions: Patrick Division, Adams, Norris, and Smythe divisions. You had the Clarence Campbell Conference, which was the West. You had the Prince of Wales Conference, which was the East. And each one of those divisions had 5 teams. 4 of them made the playoffs. So, like, there were 5 teams that didn't make the playoffs back then. 2 of them from the Patrick, which is now the Metro, and then 1 of each from the other division. So I don't have a problem with this. And people who think there's too many teams that are in the tournament right now, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think it's fun to have more teams involved. Another conversation. I'm gonna mark these down so that we make sure that we talk about this stuff, because they're just interesting hockey related conversations that have nothing to do with being homers for our teams. But between the playoff format, and then the other thing I want to talk about is who's missing right now. Who are you missing watching play right now? Are you missing watching Dylan Larkin play right now? Maybe. Are you missing watching Anze Kopitar? Ryan Getzlaf? The Sharks in general, Brent Burns and those guys? I don't know. Who's not here that you're missing? Are you missing the Ottawa Senators? Are you missing anyone? We're in commercial break, by the way. And we'll talk about, like I said, let's talk about this later on when more guys are on the stream. I don't want to just dialogue about that or monologue about it. I want to actually talk about those things because it's just interesting. Look, it's the 21st century. We got to make some changes here. We got to make it more exciting. If you're a hockey purist, you're loving this. Like, loving this, right? You got hockey on all day. The games have not been bad. There's been a handful of pockets of bad play, and the starts of the games are there. But like we've talked about over the last couple of days, it came real evident real fast who was in it to win it and showed up to play hockey and who was just kind of see what happens. And the team that was just kind of seeing what happens so far has been eliminated. And that's, same vein, that's my team. That's the New York Rangers, and they're already gone. They just didn't care. So I missed out on mentioning that the Caps are on a power play now, and that's gloved down by Brian Elliott. I've got 5:31 on my clock. 1:43 left in the power play for the Caps here in the first period. So just a couple of random things I was thinking about I want to talk to you guys about later on. Because there are people who still don't, who still think there's too many teams, but I don't think you can have too many. Let's see, Caps in Norris Division before WHA. Yeah, that was the progression of the game is so just how, it's hard to think that 1967 there were still only, or 66 there were still only 6 teams in the league. And the WHA, well, expansion 1, expansion 2, the WHA, and then the 90s expansions. And now there's going to be 32 teams in the league. It's just bonkers. Ooh. That was close. Someone right there on the doorstep. 109, puck is stopped here. 4:57 left. Nuck scored again. 2-0. Hey, Walt, I'll give you one. Even though we're not watching, I'll give you a little explosion. How about that? Roussel breakaway goal. I would love to show the highlights, man, but when we got taken down on YouTube on the second day, I was like, nah, I'm not playing like that right now. I got to figure out what gets flagged and what doesn't. Ooh, tricky shot right at the net. Gets steered aside. Flyers look to clear the zone, and they do. 48 seconds left in the power play here. 4:30 left in the first period. We're watching together on Hockey Now Network. Thank you for watching, streaming, sharing, following, subscribing, whatever term you're using on the platform. Flyers are driving in here shorthanded. And Ovi's got it, looking for an outlet pass. Gets it over to the superstar juggernaut Tom Wilson, but it goes back to Ilya Kovalchuk. Ilya. Kovalchuk's got it again. He tries to get it over to Ovi. You saw that he was going to try to do that the whole time. Too predictable, Cove. Too predictable. You know I got you, Walt. Here, I'll even get you another one here. Just a little something for you out there in Vancouver. Because you deserve it. Because what? It's like 8 o'clock in the morning out there right now, and you're watching hockey. Tough life. Did that puck breeze the net? It looks like it might have just breezed right by. 10 seconds here on the Caps power play, and they're trying to make something happen here. And they won't. Power play is expired. We are at even strength. Kuzi's got to be in front of the goalie, but like, is Kuzi that stature? Shouldn't Tom Wilson be in front of the goalie? Shouldn't he be pushing around? I mean, it's got to be the right personnel in the right spots to do something like that, right? Wild just equalized. Is that what I see here, Walt? Let me fix the screen here so we can see the score. Yep, there it is. Well, 2-0 still on the NHL website, but that'll get updated here shortly. We have a little more up-to-date stats in our chat here. Whoa! Caps get in there, but can't do anything with it. Three minutes left here in the first. 1-0 Flyers. That great offensive forecheck from Kevin Hayes to win the puck, and then the rest was history. Really awesome play there with that wrap pass. Was that Konechny? I forget already. 2:48 left here in the first period, and there's a stoppage of play. Did he get slapped on the wrist there? Someone on the replay they just showed picked up and just shook his wrist off. Was that Oshie? No, he went down as he shot, though. Ooh, 2:48 here. Puck's down. Flyers win the draw. A shot. Oh, big save, Holtby there. Kind of shrugged that off the shoulder. Tom Wilson gives chase to get it in the zone. Ovi looks to collect it. He does. Stops. and it's taken by the Flyers, and they push it back up the ice. That'll go out of play. And even if he would have touched that, that would have been a very high stick. Oh, man. Looking forward to see if Jeff Ning, how many times he has to jump in the pool tonight. Very excited for that. Also, I'm sure we'll get some London FaceTime. She's a riot, Jeff's little daughter. She said the other night that she doesn't like watching the hockey because everybody is in quarantine except for the players, and that's not fair. That's not fair. She's a riot. She's a fun girl. Jeff's a good guy, too. He's fun. He's a good dad, too. 2 minutes coming up here on the Caps Flyers game. 2 minutes on my mark, and 2 minutes some wrestling, and there's going to be a penalty coming up here. Who's getting it, though? Because there was a little tussle back there, but which one of the players will get it? Looks like it's going to go. Penalty will go to the Flyers. Caps will get another power play here to wrap up the first period, but they're going to make a full change. The net's empty. They're going to take advantage of as much of this time as they can. Ovi's behind his own cage, and he takes it out. He'll dump it in, and they'll give chase and a stoppage here. So 1:32 left in the first period. And the Flyers take another penalty. The Caps will go back on the power play. Looks like Kuzi might have hurt his ankle there. It looks like, he fell right on it. Didn't look horrible, but still bad enough. He reached right for it. That's not for the power play. That's for Kuzi's ankle. See if he remains in the play here. Bunneman. Some of these players that I'm not familiar with, I don't know how to say their names right, and I'll say it 2 or 3 ways just to make sure I get it right in one of the cases. 1:20 left here in the first period. The Caps have the power play, and they'll look to get something going here. They'd love to get a goal before the end of this period. They'll throw it into the Flyer zone. 1:11 on the clock here. And Ovi tries to jump up and play it, and the Flyers clear. 1 minute left in the period. Kuzi is on the ice, so he's all good with his ankle. I think that's what Aaron mentioned. Yeah, see, Tom Wilson's parked right. No, that's not Tom Wilson. That's Ilya Kovalchuk in front. Gotta have more size. Well, how big is Kuzi? Is he a big player? I don't know his physical stats, so. 30 seconds left here. A minute in the power play for the Caps, and they're working around. They're looking for Ovi's office. See, that's the only problem I have with that play. Okay, it works so much, but you know it's coming, and if you're not able to be super creative on how it gets there, then you can shut it down like fairly easy. Flyers lock the puck up in the corner, and they'll clear it, and that should do it for the period. 3, 2, and 1. The end of the first period. The Flyers own the lead 1-0. They'll be on the penalty kill when they come back from the locker room in the second period. Caps will try to use their last 30 seconds of power play for good. Kuzi's 6'2". Okay, I didn't realize how tall he was. So 6'2", 200. Oh, no, actually, he's going back to the locker room. Yep, they just showed he's gone back to the locker room, so we didn't see him out on the ice. Let's see what Brother Burns said. Once again, put Wilson in Kuzi's spot, put him on yeah. Well, and you see Brother Burns' picture. He is a Caps fan, so he is definitely not being a homer. That's for sure. All right, I want to take a break, but I really want to see. Walt's got me wanting to watch this game, so I'm going to flip over to the Nucks Wild game. Still shows 2-0 over here, but let's see where's that game on. It's probably on NHL Network. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. 2-0 Vancouver I've got here. 13:30 on the clock. Not sure where you are, Walt, but that's where I'm at with this one. Vancouver's got the power play too. Hey, Walt, has Zuccarello been a factor at all for the Wild? I'm curious about that. When we talk about the Wild and the roster they have and where's the really like jaw-dropping talent on that team, and not that Zuccarello is that, but Zuccarello is definitely a heart and soul player that can fire the team up. I mean, I think a lot of the Rangers' success came from that. That definitely went offsides there, Quinn Hughes, maybe he'll win the Calder Trophy. Who did we see? It was Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar, and I forget the third. No, Zook hasn't really been around there. A lot of Ranger fans were sad to see him go, but another guy, he's a role player on the right team. A guy who is very gritty. He makes good plays, defensive minded. He's got that 10-foot stick that he plays with, so he likes to tie up and get involved. I'm at 12:41, and it looks like there's a power play, or actually a penalty coming to Vancouver here, so it'll be a 4-on-4. Ferdinand's going to the box for Tannen, right? See, I don't even have all the names right because we don't watch these guys enough. We collect the pronunciations from watching their games, right? And while I did watch a Canucks game this year, it was the Canucks game when they visited the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Lightning put a 9 spot up there. I had a sore finger from hitting that goal horn. It was still pretty awesome, though. Yeah, Cale Makar was really impressive this year. I mean, so was Hughes. So there were so many rookies that played really well this year. I didn't think Adam Fox, again, Ranger fans, homers, they thought Adam Fox should be in the discussion, and he played. Whoa! What a save! Woo! Stay locked down. Look at that. Wow. If you're not watching this game, flip over to it, man. What a save. Pick the pocket. Maybe could have done better with the shot, but Bo Horvat kind of shot it over. Oh, what a save. What a save. Horvat maybe should have tried to go a little bit further to the right with his shot, but I mean, when it's easy to say, oh, you should have done this, when I'm not out there playing a game that's going at lightning speed. What a save. What a save. Wow. There's Zuccarello. I see him there. Wild have the power play now, 1:30. 12:10 left in this game. We're watching. Let me flip the graphic so you know which game that we're watching in the background here. Let's go to that right there. Plus, it's an opportunity for me to use the graphic while I can. Hello. Let's get rid of the Hockey Now Network logo so you can see that beautiful Wild logo. 2-0 Vancouver here. 11:44 left in the third period. The series is tied 1-1. The loser with their back against the wall makes game 4. Well, all game 4s are elimination games. I think somebody pointed out. That's the radio guy in me. Try to sell something for more than it really is. Game 4, it's an elimination game. Oh, scrum. 83, that's Jay Beagle, right? Beagle clears the zone for Vancouver, and Stalock plays it right back up to Zook, and they're in the zone. Oh, and nobody drove to the net. Nobody drove to the net. Wild take the zone back. They put a shot in there on, is Markstrom playing today? I'll tell you if Markstrom's playing today. It is Markstrom today. Still with 23 saves on the day. Stahl just throws a shot at him right in his midsection, and he looks like he's really deep in the cage there. Like one of those, the puck is, he saved the puck, but he was behind the line kind of things. Maybe not. Wild power play continues, and ooh, the whiff. Canucks clear the zone here. Oh, you don't want Thatcher Demko in there? You're not looking forward to Demko? It's got to be Jake. Looked like a puck went up high, but it didn't hit anybody. Vancouver clears the zone. They're taking it back the other way. JT Miller tries to play it back across ice, but he's stymied. It's a Doc Emmerich term, right? Coming up on 10 minutes here in the third period, Vancouver and Minnesota. 2-0 Vancouver. They're looking to take a 2-1 series lead here with a win. Come on, guys. Let's focus on the puck here. Camera guy lost the shot there. Hey, Byrne, have you heard from Ron yet? Did I miss your comment? Is Ron going to be around here sometime? I'm missing my co-host. My throat gets dry when I have to talk this much. And Ron can talk, which is great for someone like me who likes to just sit back. Oh, whoa, what a sequence. The puck was loose behind Markstrom, and they couldn't. A Wild player looked like he stepped nearly right over it. Oh, man. Oh, two players tie up, and they both go down. Louis Eriksson, the $6 million man, right? $6 million, Walt? Is that what it is? Wowee. Oh, Markstrom had it under his arm, and it fell through, and it just bumped right up on the post there. I have no idea. How did that not go in? I need to just stretch my legs for a quick second here, aka run to the little boys' room. So let me get some music up here for you, and I'll throw the stats up. There we go. Actually, we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Why is it not doing it? That's why. No, that's why. There we go. All right, give me one quick sec. We'll be back here for the rest of the Canucks and Wild game, and then period 2 of the Flyers and Capitals. Caps will come out of the locker room with 30 seconds about on the power play and see if they can get themselves a goal. Talking Now Network, watching together. Do me a favor, won't you?
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Talk to you in just a few. I'm Brian Sclover. Thanks for joining us. Hockey Now Net, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hockey Now Network on the Twitch. That would be fantastic if you can give me some follows and likes over there. Isn't that right, Andrew?
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm sure he'll be here before long and talking with us, Bern. All right, we're back here with the Canucks and Wild. I'm actually going to turn the game center back over to the other game while we're watching the end of this one, because it looks like that game is getting ready to come back, and the game center is a little bit ahead of what we're looking at on the TV. I have 6:51, 50, 6:49, 48, 47, 46, 45, and we are synced up. And the graphic says so too. Still waiting on the teams to return to the ice over there, I guess, according to NHL.com. I just saw a comment. Let me come over here and see. I think it was about Kuzi got hurt. He started the power play and then went right down into the tunnel. So need to take a look at that. Walt, I saw that picture. I'll flash that up here in just a couple minutes. I want to pay attention to this, to the conclusion of this game, this Wild and Canucks game. It's a power play here. Wild on the power play here for 2 minutes. Jay Beagle with a hooking penalty. So the Wild looking to get some momentum going, maybe make this a game. They win the draw and they get it back to the point. Harder for me to call names for this one because I'm not as familiar with the Wild roster as I should be. But if I see Matt Dumba or Matt Zuccarello, then or Stahl, is it Eric that's up there now? Yeah, then I'll be able to do that. That's about the extent of it, I think. I got 6:10 here, 6:09, 6:08. Looks like Caps and Flyers are getting ready to go according to the NHL network, the NHL website, I should say. Play stopped here, 6:04, Minnesota and Vancouver. If you're looking for the Caps Flyers game, we're paying attention to it. We're all watching this together. So whatever is prominent right now, we're going to take a look at. It's kind of like a March Madness kind of thing, like where, you might be watching game A, but game B is so much more exciting. So we're just going to flip it to game B. And if you want to watch game A, then find it somewhere else. Just kidding. We're keeping track of all of it, though. Big blast, but it goes wide from Dumba. Gets back out to the point here. Spurgeon moves it over. And, tricky shot. Stayed kind of close to the ice and looked like he could have been vulnerable to a tip, but nonetheless, nothing came of it. Wild have the puck at the point. A minute left in the power play. Spurgeon has it again. He'll get it over to Dumba. Dumba back to the middle. Parise tries to take a shot, and it goes up and out of play. Yeah, Canucks are putting the body in front of the puck right there. That's got to be frustrating. There's not a lot of room. There hasn't been a lot of space in any of these series. So definitely, maybe the teams are in their unexpecting, in their not knowing, in the unexpected, so to say. Maybe they're just trying to revert to a more defensive style play for some of these teams. Big blast, but it's knocked away, blocked on the way in, and it's out of the zone. What is this here? Aaron, does it say Kuzi's? Yep, Kuzi's back on the ice now, so that's a good thing for the Caps. Don't want to lose him. Then again, if it's no big deal and it's just kind of like an ow, then okay, get back out there. But if it's anything at all that could be serious or irritated, you're in the round robin. You're already making it through the next round. Don't even bother going back out on the ice. That's my 2 cents. But nonetheless, I'm not a coach or GM or even a player. I'm a fan. So what do I know? I know as much as you know. Oh, Galley's out there. Alex Galchenyuk. I forget he's with the Wild. Wow, what a scrum, and nothing comes of it. Power play expires here, and we get another TV timeout. So, Jay, that's an interesting question, and one that a lot of people have been talking about, whether or not the cup winner is going to get taken seriously as champion. But I think yes, 100%. You're still talking about these guys are they're playing as high caliber hockey as they can. None of the players are playing any less than their ability. They're just trying to find the game. You have to imagine in 2 months from now, the team that's ready to win the cup is rolling and is playing really good hockey and is probably going up against other clubs that are playing equally as good hockey. So it's got to be taken seriously. You got to. And on top of that, in a regular tournament, you're only playing, there's only 16 teams in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But in this case, there's 24. So you've made it out of an even larger field. And especially like, dude, if the Canadians knock off the Penguins and then all of a sudden become this juggernaut and make a run to the cup, you're going to tell me that they're not going to take it seriously? Of course. It has to be, Jay. It has to be. I understand what you're saying, though. It's a different kind of a thing. But this is a ridiculously difficult tournament under less than ideal conditions. No asterisk. I think we all know the asterisk, you know? Just like we all remember the Devils' first cup was a half season. It was an asterisk. The 2013 cup was the Chicago Blackhawks. It was an asterisk. We know that. The history book doesn't have to read that. But they won the Stanley Cup fair and square based on the parameters that were set. So that's what I think. Paul, without a doubt, it'll be taken seriously in 20 years. All this stuff is not going to matter. It is a special cup, and it is different. I get that, but it's still hockey nonetheless. You're still talking about the best players in the world playing for the Stanley Cup against their equal matches. So it will definitely be well-deserved, you know? I mean, it will be. It will be. What do we got here? We're I still see 1-0 as you see on the Flyers Caps game. I see giveaway by Tom Wilson. But we're looking here at the Vancouver and Minnesota game. Nucks 2, Wild 0 with just about 4:15 left. Yeah, that's another good point, Bernie. Like when you get past the qualifying and the seeding and everything, you're still having to play 7-game series. You're still going to have to play potentially 28 games, and you're going to have to get those 16 wins. If anything, like I said, if anything, it's more difficult, especially if, I mean, some of the Stanley Cup winner might have had to win 19 games in the end, you know, if it was one of the best of 5 teams, one of the qualifying teams, then they will have won 19 games to get to where they're at. So, tricky shot, but it gets knocked away there. 3:25 left here in the third period. I'm not going to ask you to address your yes, Walt, because I might be behind you and you might be yesing about something else. There may be a yes coming on a screen near you any second now. There is 3:23 left in this game. Third period, Canucks and Wild. That's what we're watching. We're watching together. Keeping an eye on the Flyers and Caps. We'll flip back over to that game at the conclusion of this one for sure. For sure. Need to get another monitor. Elise, if you're listening, my wife just went to go and pick up the dog. You got a haircut today. So if you're listening in the car right now, I might need to get a couple more screens in here so I could watch more game than one. Sound good? Oh, okay. Yeah. This is what Walt was saying, yes. Yeah, I mean, with we might see the 12 seed go all the way. I mean, I was thinking about that this morning, and that's what the argument was that teams like the Rangers, teams like the Canadians, teams like the Blackhawks, they were coming on strong at the end, and they have the talent, they should be there, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Chicago is on the brink of eliminating Edmonton, and there's a penalty coming. A wild penalty at the wrong time. 2:25 left in the game. And that is a bad play. That is a bad play, Mr. Fiala. Bad play. Slashing with just 2 minutes and change left. Looks like there'll be is there a timeout here? I see the Wild goalie skating to the bench. They're not going for an extra skater at this point, right? Stalock's looking. Looks like he might be coming over and asking when you want me to run to the bench. Unless he's looking for a water bottle. Kind of weird. So usually the goalie will go over by the coach and they'll just talk, but you'd be in an arena where it's kind of louder, but in an empty arena, you can probably hear the other bench a lot easier. Maybe. That's strictly speculative. But I just saw the Wild coach go over to Stalock and talk to him down on the far end of the bench. All right, puck's down here. We've got 2:20 left in the game, 150 in the power play for the Canucks. They'll look to move it around here. They'd love to get a nail in the coffin. Nope, scooped up by Stalock. 2:11 left here in the third period. No safety net around the glass. No fans need to be protected. One less thing to worry about putting up. It also enhances the sight lines, too, as far as the cameras, because you get used to it. When I go to a game and I'm sitting low enough to be affected by the net, it affects me for like the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game, and then I really don't even notice it. But as far as all the camera angles they have now, which maybe they're saving it for the next round, all the super special toys, but outside of this wire cam they're showing right now in the Vancouver, Minnesota game, I haven't really seen any other astonishingly cool new visuals like they added. I won't lie. As a child of technology, kind of pissed off that they haven't engaged virtual reality a little bit more. VR. You can buy a cardboard headset for $10 and stick your phone in there and watch a game in VR. We did it with the Olympics. I did it with the Olympics a lot. Canucks on the break. 2-on-1 on the power play. There you are, Elias. Mr. Pettersson. And that's all she wrote for the Minnesota Wild in this game, I think. 3-0 with 1:22 left in the game. Not a smart time to take a penalty, Kevin Fiala. Not wise at all. And that was a penalty that definitely could have been avoided on his part. Let's get back to I'm going to flip back over, Walt. I enjoyed watching some of it. It was getting very exciting. Man, Pettersson's good. We were talking about it last night. But there you go. What a shot. Like, just snug to the post. Stalock had no shot at that. Coming up on 1:15 left in that game. I'm going back to the other one that we're watching. That would be the Caps and Flyers round robin game. Let me get my TV flipped back over and we can sync up on that. That was fun watching some of that. I haven't really watched that series at all yet. I'm excited to watch Oilers Hawks tomorrow. Very excited to see that. All the Canadian teams playing tomorrow, minus the Jets and Flames, who might be done after tonight anyway. What time is that game at tomorrow? Oilers Blackhawks 6:45. Yeah, full day tomorrow. Islanders and Panthers at noon for their game 4. The Islanders will look to eliminate the Panthers tomorrow at noon. Then Preds Coyotes at 2:30. Arizona's up 2-1 in that series. Man, all these games will be they'll be elimination games. Then 4 o'clock, you got Penguins Canadians. We'll be streaming live for that one. And it'll be hard to not just go right through, but we'll get the beginning of the Oilers Blackhawks at 6:45. And we'll pick it back up at 8 o'clock when we're watching the Leafs Jackets and their game 4. As of now, that series is tied 1-1, but those teams play later tonight. We'll stream that as well. Then tomorrow night, 10:45, Nucks and Wild. All right, Ron said he's finally done at work, or he's finally done with his work. So I'm going to set this up real quick. I'm going to get my Twitch stream going on my phone so I can milk the extra view, because that's how I do. And copy to clipboard. Let me get you over here, Ron. There you go. We'll welcome Ron up in here in a minute. Brother Byrne, if you want to join, you're welcome to also. You want to come on, Walt? Let me send it over to you too. Here we go. Send that over to you. Let's get you on here now that your game's over. And we could stop looking at the screen share. You just get me. Look at that. Isn't that nice? 155 here. We got another Caps penalty. Just in time, Ron, for to check out the penalty here.
Yay! That's all we do is kill penalties this game, man. It's all right. It's at least the refs are wearing orange, black, and white, right? Doesn't sound like a homer. No, I'm kidding. It's all right. We had a few chances there in the first, power play wise too. So we the Caps are killing me with their power play. We talked about that last time.
They're not able to get anything going.
Well, they're not doing anything, and then you got Kovalchuk coming out there for Kovalchuk out there in the first period for Kuzi when he got rolled over on his leg a little bit there, and Kovalchuk's just standing around. I mean, I'd rather have Wilson out there, park him in front of the net. Worked the other day, so
and even there was one play where Kovalchuk was obviously looking for the pass over to. He was obviously looking for the pass to Ovi, like too obvious.
Dude, it's the Russian playbook for the national team, and it's the Capitals playbook. It's like
Rod, do you see this on your screen? You think Walt's happy, man, right now?
Dude, what team is that? I don't even know what team that is.
Those are only some of the jerseys.
I keep mine in my closet, man. I don't have them laying around my house, so it's all right.
Wow.
What a game.
That was a great one, man.
By the way, let me know what time you're at there, Brian, so we can sync up there.
Give me time. I'm on now, too.
Yeah. I've got 12, 13, 12, 11.
I'm way ahead, yeah.
I'm ahead, too. I'm at 11:34. Okay, I'll pause.
I'm going to stop at 11:34, and we'll wait for you, Brian.
All right, cool.
You just tell us countdown.
I'm at 11.
What a game. Boy, oh, boy.
Right?
It's all right. It's, I don't know. I just feel like we were, like, behind the 8 ball, like, killing off those penalties. It was a dumb penalty first by Wilson, and then
I think Walt's talking about the Canucks game. What a game!
Man, I'm sorry, I got my team playing, man.
11, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, and we're at 11:30, and we are.
That was a really good game. I mean, you had the games last night were ridiculous. The one we watched, the Montreal game, the Vancouver game. And then today, and then you got last night that Chicago Edmonton game.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually didn't fall asleep for a change. It was good.
No, you didn't. I'm kind of bummed. I was hoping to be able to catch an overtime. I got a text that, are we looking at? I think Brother Bernie texted me and said, "Are we looking at overtime here, maybe?" And no, we didn't quite get there. Well, here comes Kovalchuk.
Yeah, he gives the puck away. Hey, he hit somebody. I'll take it. All right.
I mean, at what point?
With these Russian 3 after the penalty kill, they keep throwing Kovalchuk and.
Yeah, at what point? It looks like there's another penalty coming here.
Always in the box, dude. We're used to it. We'd actually score goals when we were in the box half the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, slew foot.
Oh yeah, that was that's an ugly play. You got to sit down for that one. Yeah, it's tough to as far as the Edmonton and Blackhawks game, it's tough to be completely surprised that it's happening because even though the Blackhawks haven't had much luck in the last couple of years, you're still talking about a core that is pretty damn good. Tazen.
Oh, they're still good. Oh yeah, absolutely. Even though they're evening, they still got it.
Yeah.
But did you see the intensity of Toes? I always call them Toes, but Toes. Did you see the intensity of his one? Who was he by the goal crease with? And they were just eyeballing each other.
Were they?
Oh, I don't know now. Oh, damn it. Anyway,
I'm not sure.
But yeah, it was an intense game last night.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was listening to NHL radio today, and they were saying Bieksa was saying that he talked to one of the Canucks, I guess, after the game, and one of them was saying he just finds it hard to get up for the game and all that stuff. Then they talked to the Lightning coach, and he's like John Cooper. He's like, he's like, man, I'm fired up when I walk out of the tunnel and all that stuff. My guys are like yelling and screaming and all that stuff. I just think you gotta. Well, the other thing is too is I think you look at a team like Vancouver who hasn't been in the playoffs with a team like Tampa. I mean, Tampa's had a taste and been closer, so maybe they just know what they got to do to get up for it versus a younger team that might not know. I mean, if you still had the Twins there, you know, I bet you it's a different locker room, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, the guys that have been there before that are still on the team would be me, maybe Louis Erickson, Adler. I'm trying to think who else in the Canucks. But anyway, there's only a few. There's only a handful. You're right. There's so many young guys that haven't been to the dance yet.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it makes a big difference, like I said. And in a situation like that, this is so unique for all the teams. I think it'll. What are we having? A meeting at the bench? We just stopped.
Going back to jerseys. Remember, I like the old Philly jerseys.
The old Philly jerseys?
Yeah, those ones that they're wearing with the name band on the back.
With the white name band in the back? Yeah.
That's cheap. That's way late, dude.
Oh, yeah. That was late.
Way late. Yeah.
Whoa, big steer.
Steer the back of the damn leg or flash him?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I mean, you go over there, hit backstrom, the puck's been gone for like 5 seconds, and they don't call that. So you got to pitch for a guy. I mean.
Look. You see AV wearing the plaid coat there?
He's very fashionable. Much more fashionable than Torts.
Yeah. He's just wearing a members-only jacket or whatever. Cap's penalty. Is that there was another penalty to
No, it's jerseys that are serving as
okay. Yeah. 4-on-4 now for 23 seconds.
All the Caps did was go over there and push him, and he freaking jabs a stick in the back of the Dylan's knee.
Back of her leg, yeah.
Yeah. And they blew they missed it's like the obvious calls suck, and it's like in the first period that Couturier, like where he freaking cross-checked Steve.
How is that not a call? I think we both said that, Walt. How is that not a call?
That should have been a call. That's right. It's interesting you were saying that because
now they're going to call that.
And who was it? Was down in the Canuck crease, and Tyler Myers came down and just put him in the ice in the crease, and you can't do that. I mean, the guy's already down, and you're going to cross-check him in the head. You can't do that.
I mean, and all your force is going down, and I'm like sitting here like, come on. So
yeah.
Like
I was saying when it happened, the puck, the momentum of the puck kind of went beyond Couturier, so he was trying to go forward towards the play, but the player was already down. You know, there was no need to
friggin' bury him.
Like that.
Yeah, Aaron with another dumb penalty for the Caps. Like Kempney kind of stepped in front of the guy. I mean,
there you go.
Everything tonight. So no, Burns got it right. Yeah, especially. I don't know, man. Duncan Keith needs to go to Druin's barber in the bubble, man. I don't know. He needs to fly to Toronto.
Yeah.
Bernstein is disgusting, but that was the right call. Kempney steps in front of the guy, and the puck's down the freaking corner. I mean, it's by the book. It's the right call. Are they calling all the time? No, but it is.
What do you guys think? What I was talking about before? I don't know if you heard it, Ron, but we'll talk about first. Are you missing anybody right now out of the tournament? Like, is there anybody that it comes to mind that if they would have been here, it would have, like I mentioned, Dylan Larkin.
Should they have been here? Yeah.
It'd be nice to see poor Eichel get a chance. I mean, that kid's talented. And Buffalo wasn't. And Byrne might be able to help here or somebody, but I think Buffalo was the next team after Montreal. I think Buffalo was percentage points behind Montreal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I think their win percentage was. I think the threshold of win percentage was, not really close. But I don't think that they. I mean,
no.
There's something wrong with that team.
Well, they've been good. Was it this year that they were like leading the East?
Yeah, they fell right off. What was that?
Huh?
Did they call that? Is that
they called it? They called it
the bump down the boards. Yeah.
8:52 in the second period here. I'll let you know when the puck drops, and it's down.
Yeah.
Flyers look to set up here. They got a 5-on-3 for 4 seconds. So.
I agree, Byrne. I mean, it's a blanket statement. I mean, but it's like that all the time. I mean, it's a judgment, fast game. So yeah, I agree. I liked what they were saying during the. I was watching the Nats Mets game there now on ESPN, and they were saying it's kind of like preseason. No. Preseason.
Phil! Oh my! What a play!
Well, they've had like 17 power plays, so they should figure it out sooner or later, I guess.
Oh, what a pretty play that was.
It was a great pass.
All Kevin Hayes keeping control of the puck, and he found the pass.
Nice play.
Wow.
Nice
The defenseman came in backdoor, and nobody counted.
But then you're right. You know, how long does it take you to figure out?
What is that? Their seventh power play, or I mean, there's been a ton. So, hey, Aaron, I don't think that was a blown assignment. I think that was a good cycle because the guy that was in front of the net came out, and that's the defenseman coming from the blue line. He comes running down the boards. Everybody's got their man, and remember, they just got done with a 4-on-4, so they hadn't set up in their box yet because it was 4-on-4 because the Flyer.
When the puck dropped, it was a 5-on-3 because the other penalties had cleared, and they had the 5-on-3 for like 4 seconds, but they still hadn't set up. Now it's 4-on-4 again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like the third guy came out, so then you're running around because you're not in a set.
Right.
You know?
Kevin Hayes, Ovi with a shot. Kevin Hayes maintaining control of the puck and finding some space and being patient for the play is what made that happen. And you know what? When it comes down to that, there's no assignments that were blown. There's no misplace. Like sometimes a good play happens and there's just no, you know.
Well, that's when the D-man coming off the backside and like, you know, you're bringing a guy out of the box and everybody's kind of almost playing man at that point. You forget, and the defenseman made a good read and Hayes kept the puck. So
Brother Bernie's kind of pissed off right now, Ron. You'll have to
it's all right.
He's
he didn't like Cashman. Yeah, so that's all right.
Well, all right.
No,
that was like a whole paragraph.
Right.
There's not 140 characters. This is in Twitter, I guess. So.
I covered your whole shot up there, Walt. Sorry about
that. We're trying to get the Canuck jerseys off the screen. It's all right. No, he's.
I love I'll tell you what, green and blue are my two favorite colors. I love that color scheme.
That's a great jersey. Yeah,
the Whalers have it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Whalers had the
the green for a while. Then right before they went to Carolina, they had the base blue jerseys. So
yeah, it was the navy with that deeper green and the silver trim. Yeah, they had sharp uniforms.
Got another turnover. Jeez.
Oh man, Flyers.
Ferraro still does airtime here in Vancouver. Ray Ferraro.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He knows his crap. Yeah, he's good.
You can't turn over the puck when you're freaking penalty killing, and like the Caps have done that quite. I mean, we've been penalty killing freaking. I'd be curious to see how many power plays Flyers have. I mean, it's got to be 6, 7, maybe. It's got to be up there. So,
Bern, we got to get you camera. You got to just jump on the camera on your phone sometime, or we'll just have to. You'll have to try and track one down here because you're going to have some more. You'll have some more Caps games as we go forward here. The Caps will definitely move on into the quarterfinals. And another delayed penalty.
Well, I didn't see it that time.
I missed the call. I looked around.
Interference, maybe, or something, or
yeah, maybe a pick.
Oh man, dude, it's hard, man, when you're penalty killing the whole game. And some of them have been dumb, but some of them are like, okay, really? I was like, and then like I said, you let the Couturier one go. It's kind of like, okay, well, whatever.
A little hook.
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
A little hook. Yeah, very subtle.
Get it? I'm telling you what, man. Kevin Hayes is. He's really a special player. Like watching him with the Rangers when he was younger, you got frustrated because he just wasn't matured yet. But there's a reason AV went after him for sure. He knew the game that he played, and even how he took the zone right there. He's just such a. I'm really a fan of his game. I wish that the Rangers could have found a way to keep him. He's so big and talented. I got 622 here.
Ron, you're right though. You know when you're constantly having to penalty kill, and then your other lines just can't get in sync.
There's no flow. There's nothing.
Yeah, no flow. Yeah.
This game's kind of a throwaway at this point. So I mean, we'll see if they.
One more, and you're back into it.
Yeah, you're still 2-0. You know, like even when I was watching the Nucks game, they were up 2-0. I was like, man, Minnesota's pushing, but the Canucks were blocking everything. And I think I said that they were getting frustrated a while.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be hard every 2 minutes if you're in the box. So whether you do it to yourself or it's kind of like so. I mean that was like literally Hagelin's back checking, and it's like one hand. It's not even like you pulled. He got the stick a little bit. I'll give it to you. But I mean, how many times do you see guys slashing guys and Hook actually trying to get it with two hands? You know, it's like
next call will go for them.
There's no fans in the crowd, man. You can't boo them. You can't say
that's true. Yeah.
There's no cheer button like the MLB app. Come on now.
Oh, they can hear you, Ron. They know you're booing them.
Dude, I'm relaxed, man.
And Bernie. They can hear Bernie, too.
They can hear Burn. So the Flyers are 0 for 6, and that's got to update. So they're probably 1 for 7, I guess, so far.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you have 7 power plays, and you're barely halfway through a game. I mean, you played, what, 37 minutes? 35 minutes now. And
35, yep.
And
35,
7 power plays, it's 14 minutes. I mean, out of 35.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep.
How did that happen, you know? So
There you go.
Oh, big stop.
Man, there you go. That boy Siggs. Siggs is young, and also it's the salary cap era too. So I don't have a problem with Siegenthaler playing because it is what it is. It's, you know, we have a really good defenseman that's up on
a little spinner to get around him there.
What is it? Fetcheverry. Like, so he's going to be a good one too. He's only like 19 or 20, so he's on the.
Yeah, he's young.
He played the first 8 or 9 games this year and really good. Speed, quick, good decision making. I thought Hagelin was going to kick his feet out, man. I was like, put him back in the box. It's all right.
Bernie has submitted another essay for us to read.
Oh, that's not bad. That one's shorter.
Which way they play defense with their skating, they reach out to hook too much. Yeah. What's his name? Siegenthaler?
Yeah, you got it.
Young play. He's a young kid. Is that what it is?
No. The other kid I was talking about, the Fetcheverry, who's not playing. So he's a young guy. This is only maybe his second year. So.
Well, point I was going to make is that for the teams that are afforded the opportunity to automatically advance, let some of the young kids get in there in case they need to jump in the tournament at some other point down the road, right?
Siegenthaler played a decent bit last year, played in the playoffs last year, so he's played some, and then he's played all season this year. He was in the plans. We have our top pick from a couple years ago, Alexiev, and he's like freaking 6'3", 6'4", and he got dinged up during training camp. I mean, he was fighting for a spot, and they kept the other kid up, and he's good. So the Caps have some good defense coming up, so which is good. It's nice to see.
Okay. By the way, Bernie, you were mentioning Ferland and his jab and that. Ferland's out. I don't know how much you guys know about Ferland and his concussion. Yeah, there you just Ferland slash. It was actually more of a spear, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was because they were holding his stick. He was by the bench, and they were holding his stick. You know, don't hold my freaking stick. You know, I know you shouldn't spear somebody, but still, there should have been a bench penalty. There should have been a bench minor there on the Wild. But you know, Ferland, by the way, he had a scrap in that game, and I think only got 4 shifts total, and he's out now, and he's outside the bubble, so he probably won't be coming back. He's had concussion issues.
I threw Etch in there, and I'm getting the pronunciation from my man Aaron. So sorry about that. He didn't play since like in game 9 or 10, so it's been a while. So
February.
Yeah.
Everybody try it. Go ahead.
Yeah, February.
We need Servan to be in here, you know.
Yeah, right, eh? We get a pop. Relax. There you go.
We got a TV timeout we're waiting through here. We're watching the Caps and Flyers. I'll get you synced up when you come back. Later tonight, we're going to watch the Blue Jackets and Leafs in their Game 3. Hopefully another good one there. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but I already confirmed from Jeff Ning that he'll be on, and he will be jumping in the pool continuously for Leafs goals because he thinks it's a superstition on his side. So, and who are we to doubt superstition, right?
Yeah, right.
We're only here to judge. We're only here to judge. That's it.
We don't play, we judge.
Yeah,
that is our job.
Yep.
Hey, if you guys no doubt have heard about Steve Valiquette, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you ever followed his analytics company?
A little bit. There was a time where, like, because he's really heavy in analytics, right?
Oh my God, is he ever? You got to go on to that. It's called ClearSight Analytics.
Okay.
And he breaks down, especially the goaltending. He helped Markstrom, and he, oh my God, the numbers, it is unreal. The numbers, how they break down the position, it's unreal.
You know, it's my experience with Valley is mostly from the it's mostly from. I mean, there's a Ranger. There's him in his Rangers uniform. He does the MSG intermission commentary studio.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So he's always breaking it down, and I remember my dad used to be like, what is he even talking about? This analytics. I mean, my dad understood the analytics, but it's still for an old timer. It's still, you got to get used to the fact that it's valid.
Yeah,
But
he had a pencil and a razor.
like that period, Hank saw 5 shots from the left side, and it was this and this, and then he went down, and he went up, and he went down, and
yeah,
it's interesting.
Well, you got to see how much Velikat breaks it down. It is unbelievable. We're talking about here, Ron, is the percentages. Ron, we're talking about percentages of the guys that are in tight, deep. We were talking about how these guys are lifting the puck, and so it gives you an idea and insight of what you got to do to stop that. And everything out to the 2-on-1s to whatever. It's unreal. They did a whole news segment here in Vancouver on it, our local sports, and it just blew me away. The numbers, you're saying about your old man there, Brian, how he'd break it down in his head. Well, now here it's on a screen, and it is. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're pulling up. There you go. Chances of shooting percentages against. There you go. Top 5. Exactly right. And help Markstrom change his average.
Yeah, are you a fan? I don't mind the analytics. I think it's interesting. I mean, the information's there, right?
At first, I thought it was overload when I first saw it. But then when you really do pay attention to your opposition.
Here we go.
Okay.
Well, a breakout.
Nice save. He didn't even know where it went.
Big stop. Yeah, he couldn't find the puck.
That was Verona coming in.
Yeah, it was information overload until you really understood what it was telling you.
Right. There you go, another chance.
Oh, right into the basket there. But then you wonder, like the kid in the GM in Arizona.
Yeah.
Who's not there anymore. He left. That was a weird situation. But he was big into the analytics, right? And isn't dude in Toronto?
Oh, the GM?
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah, O'Keefe or whatever his name is. Yeah, O'Keefe or.
Well, Sean O'Keefe is the coach. The Kyle Dubas.
Oh, Dubas. Sorry, Dubas. Yeah.
Dubas is big into the analytics.
That's here,
I'm dealing with a horrible play, 3-on-1.
Oh.
Here we go, 3-on-1.
Holtby.
Oh, stop, Holtby. He gets across.
Oh, God, he couldn't find the puck. That's a horrible play on the other end by the Caps. It's just.
Yeah. It's going back and forth, though.
Yeah, it's going now.
It's good hockey, man. I'm waiting to sit here and watch a stinker, and still the only one was that first Bruins Flyers game. It was just so boring.
Yeah, they had Boudreau on hockey on XM. I think it was yesterday, and he said the best game so far. He thought he's watched pretty much all the games. He thought the Caps Tampa game was really good. He said it was just like intensity, chances, goaltending, the whole 9. So
the 2 games that went to overtime were probably the 2 best games for me so far.
Well, I think from
actually opening, Brian, you were talking about the how they put in the newspaper the 50-50 draw.
Oh yeah.
It was $5.417 million was the final.
Wow.
So 50% of it, and it was only eligible in the province of Alberta.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, only in the province. So get this though. So they had that. And then they compared on August 4th. I don't know which game that was, but anyways, August 4th in Toronto. Guess how much the 50-50 draw was in Toronto?
How much?
Compared to the Edmonton game. Just take a wild guess. Okay, so $5.4 million in Edmonton.
And it was all remote, so it was accessible on your phone?
How about 300,000?
No. 17,285. That's all.
Really?
Yeah, I've got it right in front of me. 17,200. That was it.
Is 50-50, is it like because I don't know if you heard me say before, like when the Canadian teams come down, the 50-50 pots are always significantly higher, like at the Panther and Lightning games. Is that in the tradition of going to a game?
It's very big here. In Vancouver, it's very big. And they'll have sometimes unclaimed money. And the biggest one I was at was $1 million here in Vancouver. Wow. Yeah, and it's well supported, and of course, it typically goes to the charities here.
Sure.
Right? And it all goes charities, I should say.
The Nationals did one. They've been doing it with the comeback, and they're not giving nobody wins money. Like the money goes to 2 different charities. That's on the baseball team here.
Oh yeah, so it all goes to charity. Yeah.
So
well, that's good.
5.4 seconds here left in the period. It'll just be one last draw in the flyer zone, and there's a false start. Oh, man. Ready to see an elimination game. I'm excited to watch.
Hey, there's like 5 of them tomorrow or something ridiculous. Or in the next 2 days, like there's a bunch tomorrow, I think, because everybody.
Hey, Ron, I said, who's they? I said that, not they. Who's they? Am I not a good enough source?
There you go.
Am I not a good enough source? So
I think Ron read it on Fortnite or something.
Oh, come on.
On his license plate of his new car in the game. There you go.
Tonight is the first of the elimination games over the next 2 days. That's Flames Jets. The Flames can put the Jets out tonight. Yep. And then tomorrow, starting at noon.
That was well done, Brian. The Flames can put out the Jets. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Old man joke.
The Jets and Flames tonight. There you go.
Islanders, Panthers. That'll be noon tomorrow, and that's 2-1 Islanders. And then 2:30 is Preds Coyotes. That's 2-1 Arizona. Then after that, 4:00 is Penguins Canadians, and the Pens are up. Canadians are up 2-1 on that, obviously. Oilers Blackhawks at 6:45. Chicago can win there, and then we don't know Leafs Jackets just yet. We'll know tonight who can win it out tomorrow night, and then Canucks Wild tomorrow night. Canucks can put the Wild down. So
tomorrow should be Elimination Friday.
Elimination Friday. That's right.
Or Final Friday or something like that, or Fateful Friday or something stupid.
It's going to be just real hard for me to stay awake through the whole. I'm not going to stream through the Islanders. We'll jump on at 4, and we'll probably just go. We'll go 4 and 8 again, and we'll cover everything. Because if we go on at 4, we'll be able to catch the beginning of the Oilers at 6:45, and then we'll be able to pick that back up at 8:00, and then
at 4, you'll probably catch the end of the 2:30 too. So.
Yep, we definitely will. Preds Coyotes, yeah, we'll be able to get the end of that. So that looks like the right thing. 4 and 8 as far as the broadcasts go. Because usually gives somebody gives us some time to grab some supper and do the whole 9. Let's take a break maybe for the intermission. The other game's not on right now, so nothing else happening. So we'll catch a break here and we'll come back for the third period if that works for you guys.
Awesome.
All right, let me get the stats up here. And I'll go to that there. We'll get rid of that, guys. I'll talk to you in just a couple of minutes. It's Hockey Now. We're watching together on YouTube Live, Twitch, and Facebook Live, of course. Hockey Now Net is the handle for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Twitch is Hockey Now Network. So it's twitch.tv/Hockey Now Network. I'd really appreciate your support over there, trying to build the numbers over there. Something like what we're doing here definitely is a little more friendly for the Twitch platform. But I hear you, Bernie. I think we'll take split credit on that, okay? Andrew, you've got something to say?
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Attaboy. Enjoy the intermission. We'll be right back for Caps Flyers. Third period. Flyers lead 2-0. It's a round robin game. Jockeying for position. We'll be right back. Looks like we're on our way back in here for the third period. Flyers and Caps. 2-0 after 2. Scott Lawton with a goal in the first period from Konechny and Hayes. That was 13:03 of the first, and then 11:30 of the second. Kevin Hayes with just his second assist on the day. Just an incredible play. I mean, incredible. Great play to keep the puck. Be patient, find the play, and then he found Travis Sanheim for the goal, and it's 2-0. It's a round-robin game, though. There's no elimination at stake as far as the Caps go and the outcome of this game. Caps are looking for some points. They lost the other day. They lost to the Lightning in overtime, so I guess they got the 1 point, but not really sure does that matter. The only team right now that we know is the Carolina Hurricanes, and they'll be either the 5 or 6 seed. They can get as good as 5. They won't be as bad, as low as 6. So if the Canadians beat the Penguins, then they'll bump up to the 5 seed. What time is it now? 6 o'clock. We don't have any other games up just yet. Vegas and St. Louis start at 6:30. And then tonight at 8 o'clock, we'll follow Toronto and Columbus. Leafs Jackets. Tied 1-1. Some good hockey both ways there. I got severe weather alerts coming. So once we get into this period, I'm going to do it before we get into the period. Check out the weather. Make sure that we're not going to lose our signal or anything, because we are definitely vulnerable to losing our connections and whatnot here in Florida at a time like this. So let's see here. Put my weather up. Good time to remind you that we're streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube Live and Twitch as well.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
We'd love your support. And you know what? Even if you're not watching, like, go into your office and just turn the game on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hockey Now Network, and just let it stream. Caps late to the ice before third period. Yeah, they could have gotten read the riot act. That's, Did Ron drop off? We lost Ron there for a sec. We'll see if he jumps back on. Waiting to see Walt come back. I see Walt has a bit of a background shift once again. All right, we're ready to go here for the third period. Brian Elliott is on my screen. We're getting ready to drop the puck. See what we can do here. It's coming. I'll get you a sync up here as soon as we get rolling. And we're in. It's 1957, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, and we are synced up and rolling here for the third period. Walt, you got a little bit of wardrobe change and background change, I see.
Yeah, background.
Yeah, I like that. We got the Blues.
That is the Blues, Pronger.
Okay.
And the other one is a local team called the Burnaby Bulldogs.
Ah.
They're gone now, unfortunately. But
what league was that?
That was in the BC Junior Hockey League.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Darcy Roto was part of it. I think he was involved with that team too. Yeah. We have folded since, unfortunately.
Western Hockey League is the juniors.
Yeah, Western Hockey. This was the BC League.
Okay.
BC Juniors. Dog's playing with their squeaky toy there now. She's all excited because the Canucks win, I think.
I think we lost Ron. I think Ron I hope Ron didn't throw the towel in. I sure hope he didn't, at least.
Where are you at in the game? I'm at 18:30. 31.
I'm at 18:40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 18:30. 18:31, and we got a clock stop.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog just got a fresh haircut.
Haha.
Oh, he's running and he's doing the zooms. You can probably hear him in the background.
See if I can get mine to come up here.
Yeah, I'll have to get PD on camera here for a second. Ooh, good try early, but nothing doing there. We're at 18:31. I'll let you know that the puck drops. And we're in 28, 27, 26, 18:25. Farabee's postseason debut today. We're showing on NBC Sports. What's up, pups?
That's Roxy.
Hey, Roxy.
Hey, Roxy. She's all excited right now. I don't know what. I'm not sure the game's back on or what, but
He's running around. He just got a haircut. Where you at, Pete? Nah, he's not interested. He smells food in the kitchen. Let's see. We've got just under. Well, we're at 17:55 here. Got to imagine the Flyers are going to lock down here and try to play some defense and not.
I'm at 17:38.
Okay. So you'll see the action before I will. And, if you want to, I can count you. If you want to, let me know. I'll count you down. But either way, well, Holtby covers up. I'm stopping at 17:36.
Right with you. Yeah.
So,
right with you.
Very excited. Well, what did Ron say? Ron, had to roll. He has to get the grill going. Well, I'm sure it's easier for him to step away from the screen and get the grill going when it's 2-0 against him. You know, we always find something else to do to drown our sorrows down.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm getting texts now from all my Canuck buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and my wife too. She's at work and I was able to put it on at work.
Nice. Is it weird? I mean, I guess we kind of mentioned it yesterday, but are the earlier games being received well out there? Like, are people stopping to watch? Are they able to watch?
I haven't really paid attention to that yet. Well, most of my buddies are about my age group, so some are retired, and so yeah, they are. But the working people that are actually working, some will have it on radio. I don't know if they'll have it in their offices or on or not. I have no idea. A lot of people still working from home too, so maybe they still come on. So I don't know. Sure. I think the viewership. I haven't looked at the ratings, but they must be up.
I know they said that the Montreal-Pittsburgh game on Saturday night was like the highest rated game featuring a Canadian team in like 4 years, non-playoff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that was, but yeah, I'd be interested to see, especially going into this weekend, if we get some game fives. I mean, this is Saturday, Sunday is getting ready to be. It could be epic. It could be really huge, you know.
Yeah.
So I've got 7:10, 7:09.
Right.
All right, cool. Don't forget, you can contribute in the comments. Brother Bernie, I hope you're still here.
Yeah.
I got to ask Ron how to say his last name.
Is it Deal?
Dial? I don't know. We'll have to, we'll get the.
You have to ask how you pronounce it properly. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get it right, you know? It's my nature as a PA announcer. I got to get it right. Hey, by the way, if you find the Canucks need a new PA announcer, you're going to have to make sure you let me know, because I'm down to relocate to the.
It used to be John Ashbridge. He unfortunately passed away, and now what's his name? Oh gosh, it escapes me now. Damn it. He actually was doing the outdoor game down in Dallas for the NHL.
Really?
They call on him on the All-Star game. He was the announcer, and also on the outdoor. And it was Dallas, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was funny because I was watching. I'm like, God, that sounds like our announcer here. Make her forget his name now. Damn it.
Here. There's a couple guys that are like kind of really at the top of the trade, like Alan Roach, who's the PA announcer for the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah.
Colorado Avalanche. But he up over the cage there. Deal with it. So deal. I guess it's deal. Deal with it.
Right. Okay.
But Alan Roach also is the PA announcer for the Minnesota Vikings. So every Sunday he flies to Minneapolis to do the Vikings games, and then the NHL has had him for. Actually, I think he did that gold medal game in Vancouver in 2010 because he does the Olympic hockey too. The Olympics have him out at different events as well. I love doing it, Walt, but I don't have a booming voice, so I think I get lost in the crowd with other guys. But like I applied to do, we have the NBA bubble. It's 20 minutes from my house here at Disney, and I applied for it. I put my hat in the ring for it, just to be a part of that. I mean, it's exciting to be a part of it. It's a unique sporting event, and I mean, just I love doing hockey games and I love PAing them, but it is part of my income. It's part of my work. I lost a lot of, gig work and stuff like that. So I was all about doing it, but either that or DJing. But when I listen to the NBA games and I hear the booming voices of the guys they got.
Yeah. Very distinguishable voices. That's right. Yeah. Al Murdoch's his name. That's his name. Al Murdoch. Yeah. In Vancouver. And there must be like some sort of an association of these guys, like a group, I would think.
There's a couple. I'm in a group on Facebook of PA announcers, and it's cool to see because it's an interesting world because when you look at it. So I mean, I guess anything I'm about to say is with all of the humbleness in the world. Like I don't brag about the things I do and my accomplishments and stuff because I like doing the work I do, and I do it for the enjoyment, not for the pay. I think anybody that does radio or broadcast or PA announcing anything, they do it because they love it. Yeah. But there are only there's less than 100 PA jobs in professional hockey in North America across the 3 leagues, and to have one of them is really very cool. But when you talk about advancing, it's like, man, like when you're in the lower 30, the lower whatever, I think the ECHL has around 30 teams, if not 28 or 29. When you're in that pocket there, that's cool. But I want to jump into that next 30 and then eventually into that top 30. But again, it's limited jobs and everybody's competing for it. But there are so many people who do that craft and PA games across.
It's very interesting you say this because my son was volunteering at a local Western Hockey or BCL Hockey League. I'm sorry, just volunteering, and one of the guys that was doing the play-by-play for that team. He was doing PA, public address, and then he went to play-by-play, made the progression, and now he's doing play-by-play for the Canucks.
Is he really?
Yeah, Brendan Batchelor.
I have a feeling that I really enjoyed kind of the faux play-by-play that I'll throw in there when I'm doing.
There's always hope. There's always hope.
I love it. Who knows what the future at this point? Who knows what the future holds for anything? But
yeah.
But if you told me a year ago that I'd be doing live streams twice a day for the better part of 9 days in a row and what will end up being 2 months in a row, I would have told you you're crazy. But I really enjoy it. I really love doing it.
If you dream about it, chase it. Chase it. Yeah,
I always have.
Absolutely.
I've always loved broadcast. I've always loved having this thing in front of me.
Yeah.
And I think
you also, it's good. There's a reason why you're doing it.
Well, thanks. Well, I appreciate it. And I know my keep going back to my pop, but he lived vicariously through me with this stuff. The man, as much as, truth be told, as much as he loved hockey, he really loved music too. He was a huge music guy, huge. And when I started getting into radio, he wasn't fond of it. I mean, I was 20, and I kind of, it wasn't going to be a throwaway thing. I was working at a grocery store and stopped working at the grocery store, not on my accord, but it is what it is. It was a sign from the universe. It was time to figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And I got an opportunity to intern in radio, and then I got, jobs, and, it doesn't pay very much at all. I mean, especially from the beginning, but he was always very like, this might not pay off for you. This, be careful, make sure you're thinking about what you're doing. But, it all started to click into place. Unfortunately, he never didn't get to see me launch Hockey Now Network, which came in 2018. We started that with the podcast with iHeartRadio here in Orlando, and then doing these live streams and stuff like that now. But I know he's watching. He's running the rink up there.
That's right. There you go.
He's running the rink up there. So I pulled down I'm wearing my Nordiques hat today. I pulled down that.
I couldn't make it out. Yeah, no, I can see it. Yeah.
That's what I mentioned, that I go to the Avs games out in Denver when I go out there. And it's instead of buying Avalanche hats, because I'm very particular with wearing other teams. You know, like there's some I have. I got an Oilers hat over there, and I got a Vegas hat. I had to grab one when we were out there last year, but it was easy to get something at Pepsi Center and not, you know, wear Avs colors and just grab a couple of these Nordiques.
It's funny you say that. I was walking through the airport in was it Toronto? Toronto. And I was going to Ottawa 2 years ago, visit family there, and I ended up taking in a Ottawa Senators game while I was there, and that was right when Carlson's first return. Oh, we got a goal!
I mean, listen up. Let's not sleep on the Flyers over here. Oh my God.
Wow.
AV's got them looking good. And listen, how did
oh my God.
When did AV start with, and Kevin Hayes again? Another assist for Kevin Hayes. Oh my God. When did AV start with the Canucks? What year did he start with?
Oh God, what year now? I can't even remember the year, to tell you the truth. I should know that, but I don't. But he was well liked here in Vancouver. You know, it's just.
Do you recall how long it was before they went to the finals from when he got to the club?
Oh God, you think I'd know that, wouldn't you? Are you looking it up?
Let's see.
It took a couple of years. I think. I'm trying to think back now when, because there was Gillis.
Let's see. I'll look it up real quick. The reason I bring it up is because he seems to have an ability to. Is that a Caps goal? Got a Caps goal here. See what this will do. They look very deflated skating back to the bench, though.
They sure do, don't they? Yeah, they were skating back very deflated. You're right.
Like they're not very. I mean, obviously they're still 2 goals down.
Yeah, there's 11 minutes to go here. You know,
like so much time left. So much. That was a nice tip too.
Great tip, yeah.
Yeah, right through the. Looks like he. Right underneath the small slot that he had. I was looking up AV.
Yeah, AV when he went into Vancouver, but you're right. He managed to get them to play under his system.
Right.
Yeah.
And
he responsible defensively. And
so 06, 07 was his first year there.
7, okay. So it didn't take him long, just a few years. Yeah.
Didn't take him long. I guess point being that when he was with the Rangers, he took him there the first year he was there. And it looks like, you know, not saying the Flyers are destined for the finals right now, but they look like a team. For a couple of years with the Flyers, you'd see them and it's like, well, Voracek and Giroux are superstars. You know, they can play the game well and they're your 1-2 punch, but they just couldn't seem to put it together behind them. Either the defense was too young and growing with Gostisbehere and Provorov, etc. But they look really good right now.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, you see the system they're playing right now too. They're spreading out real well.
Yep, and that's going to just frustrate the Caps as the game winds down. We're coming up on 10 minutes here. I got 4, 3, 2, 1, and 10 minutes on the clock. 59, 58, 57, 56, 9:55. We are synced up. Let's see. Caps' first shorthanded goal in the period. Oh, shot on goal in the period, not shorthanded.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's my fault. Vigneault was in Vancouver from 06 to 13.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
And in the 06, lost in the conference finals and then missed the playoffs, and then another second round, another second round, and then the cup, then the quarters. Yeah.
Yeah, they started to go down. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that was purely the team was aging and.
Mm-hmm. When did the Sedins get there?
Oh God.
I'm asking you.
Before AV. Yeah, I heard. God, that was, and they were just babies. Was it AV? Did when they 07? Yeah, that's right. He did, didn't he?
Yep, and he's nominated again this year for it with the Flyers.
Yeah, it was Brian Burke that brought That was the draft trade that.
See, now don't. I mean, they need to not look so sour because it looks like the Flyers just took a penalty. Maybe you get Ovi in his office and he could pop one in there, and you're back in it down by 1.
Yeah.
It's like, as we're talking about this, and I think like I'm trying to forge the excitement a little bit, but like the worst case, the Caps finish 4.
Yeah.
They're still, I don't know. Listen, if the Canadians beat the Penguins and they finish, they're going to be the bottom team. Like, if you're the Flyers or the Lightning, do you want to play the Canadians after how they were able to pick them off? Do you want to finish 1 and have to play that team? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was 1999. That was the year that Sedins came in. They were drafted in Boston, I think it was. I remember.
Were you excited about that when they were able to pull the both of them?
Well, it was yes, I was, because we knew quite a bit about them, leading up to that draft. But when Brian Burke pulled off the trade, it was just amazing on the floor. Like, it was like, what?
That doesn't happen all the time.
No.
Was that on the radar? Was it on, like, speculated or on the radar at all to happen?
I think there was hope to, and I know that the Sedins kind of said, they wanted to go together because they played so well together. They knew each other, like, sane, like, and some of the, you got to see some of the crazy stats, like on the amount of goals and the assists and but the crazy stats that they would have, like markers. I'm talking marker goals and stuff like that, and it was crazy. Some of them now they would relate to their numbers, like 22 or 33.
Yeah,
and those banners are up in the rafters too. By the way,
that was such a special. That was fun to watch last year.
Yeah. Oh God, and Bieksa, did you see his delivery? Oh my God, he was.
I didn't get to watch it live, and the video
on laugh tracks. He was so funny.
Yeah. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing some of it. I didn't get to see. I watched a lot of it. I love watching that. And you know what, Walt? Like, I'll go into YouTube, and I can't tell you how many times I watched Ryan Smith's last lap around in Edmonton, like on his last game.
Yeah.
Like, like just those kind of. I don't know. It's a special game. Timo Solani a couple years ago when he was in Anaheim, and then the goalie came out. The one that he won with in Anaheim, and his name's escaping me now. But he came back out. He was on the other team, and he came back out, and they skated around. It's just, I don't know. It's just something special about those moments, and that goes like what I was saying, and what we've been talking about with Hank. There's a meme that's going around the internet about how, the Rangers did him bad with this, and how they let him out to hang, and this and that, and it was his last chance to win the cup, and he's gonna regret it for his whole life. And it's like, no, it's not. They get to a point where they realize they're not going to win it, and they just find the other. Wow. They just find other things to be satisfied with in life, and I still think Hank is going to go home next year and play with Joel for London.
Yeah,
I think he will. It's same with Ryan, same with the Sedins. They had good careers, and they're beloved. They're beloved where they are. And Hank, good take. Ovi, if he had another second. And no doubt, Hank is going to be celebrated right up there with. Eddie Jacquemin is celebrated by the Rangers, and he never won a cup. He never won.
Hank's got to be right there. Yeah.
As far as Hank Aaron, Hank Aaron. That's funny. As far as him being somewhere else next year, I can't see Henrik Lundqvist like moving to Minnesota. I can't see him moving to Nashville. I can't see him going to be a backup. And I don't think he's a starter anymore.
Yeah,
especially in respect to he was maybe one of the him, Carey Price, these guys that are carrying the load for 60 plus games a season. It's just not the way that it works anymore. Guys are, teams have a 1-2 tandem, and then they figure out the guy and they go from there. But I don't know that Hank is a number one guy, like from Jump Street. If he gets the opportunity and jumps in there, he can go on a run. Of course, he's got the talent, but I don't see him going to he's not going to go to the Florida Panthers. He's not going to come down to. I mean, maybe he comes down to Tampa. Everybody comes to Tampa from the Rangers.
What's Hank's salary? It must be like 6.8 or something, or
he's in the 8 still.
8. Okay.
If he stays, their cap is like. If he stays, their cap for next year is like 17 million, rough numbers, like 17 million. If he retires, it goes to 21 million. But if they buy him out, no. Okay. If they buy him out, they have like 17 million. If he stays, they have like 14 million in the cap space because of how much that eats up. If he retires, and it goes up to like 21, and I guess he forfeits that last year. But
yeah, well, that's like in Vancouver, they were, still paying Luongo. Right?
Yeah. Don, I'll tell you, that was something I do remember from my childhood, watching that with my dad. When Bork took off the number 7 to show the 77 when they lifted Phil, that was a special. That was a cool thing to see.
Yeah, that was neat.
A cool thing to see. I got a TV time out here, and it's coming up on 6:30. Haven't seen any news about the Blues Vegas game. That's on NHL Network. We'll pick up the end of that. The round robin games, we're watching them as much as we can. We'll watch this one, obviously, because kind of big powerhouses. But the round robin games are, we're watching them as they come. But we'll come back on at 8:00 for the Leafs and Jackets. Don't forget, if you are streaming, I do appreciate it. We're on Facebook, Twitch, and
by the way, Sylvain did text me this morning. He had his Timmies and his Timbits.
I saw that too.
He texted me that this morning.
Yeah. He had that big one. So do you have Duncan? You don't have Duncan up there. Do you have Duncan?
Duncan's around, just not predominant. The predominant one is, of course, Starbucks, and Tim Hortons is huge in Canada.
Yeah,
huge.
We had one down here.
Yeah,
I wish we had one here, but it wouldn't be the same. There'd be something different. Like we have, there's a donut shop in Denver, and it's in Portland, Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah,
and they just built one at Universal City Walk down here, and I mean it's the same kind of idea and the same kind of thing, but it's not the same as standing out there on I forget what road it's on in Denver, and standing out there for 45 minutes waiting in line to get a donut. They're delicious.
The is I'm going to the grocery store, and there's these kids selling Krispy Kremes. Like, oh god, Krispy Kreme donuts. I have to stay away from them.
Yeah, same here. I need to curb the sugar. That's what I learned this morning. I need to get back to watching all that. So
I'm down about 20 pounds in this keto thing. It's great.
What you are?
Oh yeah, 20. I'm right about 20 pounds down now. In the last I don't know, month and almost 2 months, I think.
You're saying you fast from 8 p.m. to noon, is that right? And then it's just
8 p.m. I shut her down, and lots of water, and noon I have just typical breakfast, about 3 eggs, a couple strips of bacon sometimes, avocado, and man, it works. And amazing, the sugar cravings have gone away.
Oh, Kevin Hayes. That would have equaled quite a game for him if he could add a goal here. He's got 3 assists on the afternoon so far. No, they didn't give him that assist on the
they did not.
No. Well,
God, that looks so.
Looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, he's got the 3rd assist. He's got 3 points today. Unbelievable. Sorry, Walt. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I hope he made that save look so casual.
He did, right? He does that a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good goaltender. I don't know what level of if he's up to, I want to say like that he's up to Carey Price or to Hank or anything, but like Carey Price, why is he like so heralded? I mean,
yeah, he's, what, I think because he's it's just his backstopping the team. Like he's pulled so many, how they always say a goaltender can win games for you. Well, Carey Price is one of those guys that has won games for Montreal when the team sucked. That's simple.
Absolutely.
And, that's the way I look at it. I've always liked Carey Price. Mind you, he's from British Columbia, so I kind of rooted for him, except when he was playing the Canucks. But he's also just another upstanding guy. Just
sure.
Does a lot for the community. Again, another guy.
Did you? Caps are turn it on here. That was kind of close one there. Was he on the radar from youth? Like, did you see him play when he was?
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. I didn't. Did I see him?
Oh, through Voracek
I
skate.
think I did once before he got in the NHL, but he. You know the other thing he does, don't you, in his off season? Rodeo. He rides horse and rodeo.
Wow, I didn't know.
Like bucking horses. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is really dangerous. I was shocked that he was doing this.
Right?
It's from the area he's from, which is in the interior of British Columbia, and there's, he's got native blood in him, right? So
Yeah.
in the area, it's called Williams Lake area, and they have a big rodeo there, and he's a rodeo guy. Yeah,
I know that rodeo's rodeo.
Yeah, I'm surprised though that some of these athletes, the stuff they do in the off season, like rodeo. I mean, like really, you get thrown from a horse,
right? Oh, I should have taken that shot instead of trying to make that pass across. Rodeo's big though in Western Canada, right?
Oh yeah, but you get right down. They have a huge convention in rodeo convention in Las Vegas, and there's a whole circuit that goes. Oh yeah, all from Texas right up through Canada.
Yeah, we get it down here in Orlando.
Yeah, I imagine you would. Yeah,
definitely. Let's see, Don. If Hart and Elliott play like they have, the Flyers might have the pieces. Oh. It's a true story, man. That's been Steve Mason and how many other guys that the Flyers have run through trying to find the guy.
Yeah,
but Carter Hart is the real deal, and Elliott's playing well too.
Oh yeah, Hart's a pretty good goalie.
Yeah, they're dialed.
I can see him being their goalie now, like in the future. Yeah.
They played 8 goalies last year. That's right.
8. Holy moly! Sounds like a Canuck record. We've had that. They used to call it the goalie graveyard here in Vancouver.
Well, I'm going to go against what my mom taught me about hockey, and that is that it's not over until it's over. But from what I'm seeing right here, let's see, what am I looking for here? Philly plays Tampa on Saturday, and that will be for the top seed. That'll probably be the round robin game that where everybody shows up. But again, if you're Philly or you're Tampa and you win, and the Canadians manage to beat the Penguins, that's going to be an interesting dynamic. Just because
that's a real interesting dynamic. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it'll be just like I was saying, you're playing a team that has just won a proper series, so they're rolling and they're finding them. That'll be a good one. And then Boston.
A bunch of people here, though. A bunch of people crying about if the Habs go anywhere with this because they were, what did the last one in?
What's that?
The Canadians. Yeah. The last one. Yeah. So, they had a nothing season to all of a sudden now they got a chance.
What do you think about? I don't know if you heard me talking about it before because the Canucks were playing, but what do you think about like 24 teams being in? Do you think it's too many?
Yeah, I think you're right. Season sometimes just goes so long. I would rather see it, a smaller playoff. To tell you the truth, the playoff gets so big.
Yeah. Would you take a shorter?
Adding Seattle in there, and
it's just weird because I was talking about when there was 21 teams in the league and there was the 4 divisions and. It was, you had to win your division before you got out of it. So, there were one team from the division didn't make it. So there was 16 out of 21 teams that made it. So, nearly the whole league. So in this case, 24 teams, and that means the bottom 8 don't make it. But I don't know. I don't know. It's still so early and it's all just discussion points right now. There's not really, it's just kind of talk right now, but I find this to be very exciting, and it gives more teams that are kind of close an opportunity to turn it on. I mean, look at what happened with the Blues last year. They turned it on. That was a perfect storm. So,
there was a funny thing in the Canuck game there today, and it was when Tyler Myers went to the box, and they were exchanging words back and forth between the Wild and the box and stuff, and they said. Yeah, I guess they're having a nice discussion on which team's going to get to use the elevator up to the hotel first.
I wonder what It's like there. I think no stairwell. They can't use the stairs or
Yeah, no.
those are, yeah.
Yeah, it must be very complicated if you think about it. You know, you got
Yeah.
all the players, then you got the support staff, and you know you can't have too much intermixing. I mean, then you look at something like this scrum in a corner. I mean,
And they're right on top of each other.
yeah, but they're in their bubble, and so far it's been good. I don't know how many. I wonder how many COVID tests have been done so far now in
the bubble. I don't know. I think, well, they said earlier this week that the first test was, I mean, everybody was negative. So I would imagine we do it weekly. I would hope
at least weekly they're going to do it. Yeah,
if not more rapid. I was mentioning that, like, I was applied for the NBA, so they really shared some of the insight of how it works and everything. But you know, the NBA is just different because I think they have three arenas for show, so 3 arenas for games on the property, but then all the hotels that they're in have the magic floor is set up in a conference space, and it just, you know, they set up just, you know, rows of basketball courts for practice and whatnot. But there was events that you could do, but everything was like socially distant. But, you know, obviously you can't leave the property. You have to use the transportation that they have, and then the buses that's every other row, and then you can't share the elevators, and then nobody else goes into your room except for yourself. Every guy has their own room, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I mean, it's got to be, as much as it must be an interesting situation for them. I mean, they've been there over a week now. They're going to get used to it. No,
you would think so. Yeah, you know, and then the other thing you got to think about, even in their hotels, the rooms that they're staying in. I mean, are they having house cleaning come in to do this? Now the house cleaning has to be
sure,
right? So it must be very complicated that way.
And now that you mentioned it, that was the one weird thing about the NBA bubble, is that all of the support staff at the venue, as far as well, I guess there's no ushers or anything like that or concessions. So
Right.
like any of the support staff for the building didn't have to be in the bubble. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's really the first time I'm realizing that. Oh, there, yeah, popped right over.
Yeah.
And the Caps have they're gonna add 4th? No, not yet though. 15 seconds left here. Flyers 3-1 lead. And what has turned into not a snoozer, but very much. Hey, look, the Flyers did. This is a very similar game to their game against Boston. They came out and dictated the play.
Yeah,
and that's that. Flyers 3, Caps 1. Flyers now have 4 points, and it'll be a very, very, very exciting Flyers Lightning game on Saturday for the top seed in the East. The Flyers and the Lightning. Oh my God, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Very good. Yeah.
Well, they wrapped this game up pretty quick. This is actually the earliest finish for a 4:00 game, so I'm going to use it as an opportunity, Walt, to have some dinner with my wife.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be probably my wife will be arriving home, so I'll probably just kind of listen in.
Okay.
But, she gets home from work. She goes, "Really? What have you been doing? Really?
What have you been doing all day?"
Well, I'm talking to my hockey nerd friends. Been back in Orlando and Washington.
Well, I appreciate you jumping on, man. I really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. It's like we're sitting in the same room together.
It's phenomenal. I know. I've been trying to encourage one of my buddies. He goes, "I don't want to watch with a bunch of people I don't know. I want to watch with you." And I'm like, "Well, come and watch with me then."
Yeah, you're watching with you. So
yeah, so I told him. I tried encouraging him. Yeah, but then again, your ear would get sore because he talks more than I do.
Oh, does he? We'll have to get him in. Well, him and Ron can have a back and forth.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you go.
All right. Well,
okay, buddy.
We'll talk to you later on, either on stream or on the chat. But thanks for joining. We'll talk before long. Thanks, Walt, and thank you for tuning in. Hockey Now Network, watching together. I'm Brian Sklover. At B Sklover is my Twitter handle. If you would like that, if that interests you. Leafs Jackets, 8:00 tonight. We'll be here making sure Jeff Ning joins us, and I'm sure the rest of the guys will jump in as well. I talked to Pete. He might jump in here too. So Hockey Now Network on Twitch. That's the handle if you are watching and you could give some follow and love over there. That would be fantastic as well. See you at 8 o'clock.